Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm doing a morph tutorial that has been highly requested, and I did say in my last video that it will take a few days for me to upload this video. I am not doing the picture that I put on my IG story and put in my last video asking which one you would like. I actually did record that video using the Nikita picture, but I could not do it because of the orange hair. It's too difficult to repaint as a beginner. As a beginner it's going to be way too hard, and I just couldn't make it look easy. Another thing was there was too much light going on in the picture and I could not repaint around it. That does not make any sense. Like, the fingers looks like I did not do anything to it. And yeah, the whole point of this video, I'm not going to be repainting my Abby's face onto the picture. I'm just going to show you how to blend your Abby's head with the hair, and then show you how to repaint the hair. Actually, I'm not going to be really repainting it. I'm just going to be smudging it out, but if I can't, then I'm going to show you how to repaint it. And it's just going to be a method that I used when I was really still new to ibis, and I recorded a tutorial doing it that way. And yeah, this is going to be really easy to do, so I'm just going to show you what I did in that last video, and it's how to put in, it's just a little quick tutorial how to put your Abby's head onto the picture. Carefully do it when you're doing it around her chin, so you're not cutting too much off, and it's just a nice clean place you erased under there. And then do her ears carefully. Another thing is, if your Abby is has a lighter skin tone than my Abby right now, you would not be able to use this picture if you screenshotted it right now. But yeah, I got this picture off Pinterest, by the way. All the pictures that I use are from Pinterest. If I knew who the person was, I would say it's from Instagram. Okay, next thing that you do is start moving it and resize it, then rotate it if you need to. And then erase even more. Make your Abby fit into the picture. If you can hear the noise in the background, it's the fan. It's really hot. And then, you know, the next step, blur it out. Okay, after that is done, you're going to create a new layer under your Abby's head, and you're going to pick the color of your Abby. I'm going to pick like this one here, and you're going to be using the Dip Pen Soft brush. It's the first one in the brush section, and you're just going to be painting around it. Then I'm going to lower the opacity to like 63%. Go any lower, the skin officially does not match your Abby, so you're just going to remove the excess off. Then when you create your new layer, you're going to create a clipping mask, multiply, the same color, and we're going to switch the brush to the Dip Pen Hard, and it's the second brush under the soft one, and you're just going to put it right here and on the corner, and we're going to be using the blur tool to blur all of this out. I'll put the size down a bit. You know, when some of you ask me what's the radius, I'm kind of confused what you mean by that. Like, do you mean the brush size or something like that? Because I get so confused what that means every time I do the ibis tutorials. And then I'm just gonna go around the boob area. So yeah, I know it looks a bit weird, but when I add highlight of her skin on top of it, it will match. So we're going to use multiply again. I'm just going to make a new layer and do that again. So you want it to look like that. And now I'm gonna go darker. So I'm gonna pick this color and go darker. And I'm just going to use a different brush for a second. I'm going to use the airbrush normal and just go over her chest a bit, just to make the colours match. And I'm making a new layer and going back on the lighter color that we use, using the dip pen hard and going right in the middle here. Okay, and then the new layer is actually making, we're not going to add a mold for this one. We're going to use this light shade here and we're going to put it right here. Alright, so I'm gonna go start doing the hair, but before we do that I just need to erase this a little bit, and then I'm gonna use the clipping mask again with multiply, and I'm just gonna be making the forehead darker. And then the new layer on top is not going to be a clipping mask, but I'm going to pick this color, and I'm going to be using the flat brush wheel. I'm gonna fix the middle in a second, but I'm gonna go here to the real picture using the smudging brush in this size and the opacity on 62. Just going to use this motion going downwards. Tell you what to do with the strands. So I'm trying my hardest to get all the strands a little bit, but that's the best that it's gonna get. So going back on that same layer, I am going to be using the same flat brush wheel, and I'm just going to brush over the hair. I'm trying. Okay, so under this layer, I'm just going to use the dip and hard and the color of my Avi and just go right here in the middle and smudge it out, I guess, and just like clean it up. This is the best I can do. Please don't roast me. I don't like this as much because ibis annoys me so much, but I don't want to complain because I know a lot of people can't get Procreate, or they did get it and they don't like it and they want to stick to ibis, so I don't want to complain. But at the moment I feel like this is okay. It's not too bad. I honestly don't have a clue like that how to repaint over the hair that much, but I suggest that you smudge it out. The other thing I had in mind was like repaint over it, but honestly that doesn't look that good because of the little strands everywhere. But you can just work with it using the flat brush and going over the hair this way with the opacity low. I don't think I mentioned that, but yeah, the edges don't look that great, but you can honestly get the point of what I was doing. I did not do my Avi's face because I'm gonna do it in a separate video on how to do that. If I do it in this video, it's gonna be way too long. It shouldn't be that long because I didn't have a lot of skin to repaint, but I was just showing you basically how you would do that. So yeah, I really hoped you liked this video and it wasn't too hard to do. It's actually really simple for a beginner, and if you're new to my channel, subscribe. If you have any questions, comment down, I will answer them, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video.